So a couple days ago, I told you the story about how Jenna Ellis, the former Trump lawyer, is a witness in the defamation suit filed by Freeman and Shay Moss in the state of Georgia against Rudy Giuliani. Jenna Ellis, in case you missed that previous clip, is going to be basically serving as a witness for Rudy Giuliani in that defamation lawsuit. Freeman and Moss were absolutely just slandered to hell and back by pretty much all right-wing media. They've already settled a defamation suit with One America News. They still have one pending against Rudy Giuliani. And because they know Giuliani's going to call Jenna Ellis, they've been trying to depose her. Problem is, they haven't been able to issue her subpoena, and a couple days ago, Freeman and Moss's lawyers went to court and said, listen, Jenna Ellis is effectively, for all practical purposes, missing. We can't find her. We know she moved from Colorado to Florida. We hired private investigators to track down her address to hand her this subpoena, and they can't find her either. She is off the grid. Except she's not off the grid because the lawyers mentioned she's still very active on social media. You know, she's out there. She exists. She's clearly not actually missing. So, Judge, help us out here. We got to get her this subpoena so we can depose her before she just randomly shows up in court. We've got to be armed as part of this lawsuit, which is, you know, obviously how the legal process works. So you got Judge Beryl Howell. And Beryl Howell is a very good judge, by the way. I happen to like Howell. So Judge Howell takes this into consideration. And then Judge Howell says, all right, you know what? You got a point here. Jenna Ellis clearly knows, that there is a lawsuit that she is involved in, not even as a defendant or even as a target, but as a witness. She knows she's been listed by the defendant in the legal filings. So she knows the lawsuit exists, but you can't find her. So here's what I'm going to do, Judge Howell says. I am going to allow you to issue this subpoena, not in person, but through her DMs on social media. Let me read this. This from the judge. Ellis is likely aware of this lawsuit, given that she was added to the defendant's initial disclosures. Plaintiffs have attempted to serve her 3 times at an address where she is believed to have recently resided and where her mother currently resides, including one attempt in which quote, a woman was in the house when the process server attempted service but refused to come to the door. And they have contacted lawyers known to have represented Ellis in other matter and who indicated that they were discussing plaintiff's request with Ellis. That's what Howell wrote in her order. So then, as Talking Points memo points out, Howell ordered Ruby and Freeman's lawyers to try to serve Ellis through 6 different channels. They can go through her old lawyers who previously had represented her. They can use her old Colorado address. They can use her email address. They can send her the subpoena in the email. And of course, they can use DMs on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Can you imagine? Like, you're just scrolling through Instagram, watching fun little videos, then suddenly, oh, notification, what is this? Damn it, it's a subpoena! That's where we're at. Like, that's not only where we're at with this case, but that may be where we're at as a country at this point. We have seen people associated with Donald Trump, and I'm not going to sit here and say that Jenna Ellis is intentionally ducking the subpoena, although it looks like Jenna Ellis, especially based on this ruling from the judge, it gives the appearance that she is ducking the subpoena. Again, I don't know if she is intentionally or not, so I'm not going to make that judgment, but it sure as hell seems like it. So this may be the future of serving subpoenas, because we have seen other people associated with Trump, as I was trying to say, avoid subpoenas, but they're super active on social media. So if this actually stands, because that decision could end up being appealed, it could go to the Supreme Court, this may be the future of law in the United States. You no longer have to physically track down a person. You can just be like, hang on, let me, yep, subpoena issued, done. Honestly, that would be kind of great. It would kill an entire industry of process servers, and I hate that for them, but we have a very important lawsuit moving forward. Jenna Ellis is, of course, a very important witness She needs this subpoena. Somebody went to her house and they noticed a woman was there, but she wouldn't answer the door. So when you're with, you got no more options. So Jenna, I guess you're going to have to keep an eye on those DMs, because the next one you get might be that subpoena. And for the record, yes, you can tell in those apps, even as just the sender, when somebody opens up those messages. So you won't even be able to deny that you saw it, because there will be a digital record of you opening that DM. So best of luck, Jenna. This is what you've turned the entire legal system into, all because you maybe didn't want the subpoena. I don't know. But it's a very weird thing to begin with anyway, isn't it? You're not a target of the lawsuit. So why even avoid the subpoena at all? I guess we'll find out when you finally have to sit for that deposition. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.